Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, good.
Great. How are you, Matthew?
I'm very well. How are you, Meshel?
Great. Thank you, Derek. Great. Rolling 3 deep. And I need you to be real because I've done something. There's a modification in my home and I'm not sure if it's cool.
Okay.
Or if I've crossed a line.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In my life as a woman, I broke the lid to my toilet seat. That's not the thing.
Mm-hmm.
What happened was it was just one of those plastic ones, it's just standard
Yep.
regulation.
Get them at Bunnings.
Yeah.
$30, I think.
Was there when I moved in.
Yeah.
And, it's cold in Melbourne at the moment. And so I
Yeah.
thought, I need socks. My feet get cold.
Yep.
And it's raining right now. You might be able to hear it. It's cold. It's winter. And so I sat on the toilet seat as I do in the bathroom and I leant back. And the day before when I did it, I thought I'm going to break this one of these days. I'm dead sick of it. And as I was thinking that, again, I'm pulling on a sock, crack, broke the lid.
Yeah.
Actually broke a chunk off it, fell in.
Okay.
And I thought, well, that's a good look.
Mid-business.
Oh, yeah. It was only sock business, luckily. But I thought, oh, that's a good look, isn't it? And it's the downstairs loo that everyone uses.
Sure.
When the kids' friends use and everyone when they tradies. Why do tradies always want to use a toilet? It's so gross. Oh, can I just use your toilet? Do you have to?
Well, where are they going to go, mate? In the street? Because they're
could
always... What do you mean?
Hot tradies, no dramas. Use whatever you want, if you know what I mean. But when it's like, some old guy here to have a look at the washing machine, can I just use your toilet?
Oh, you know what he's going to do, don't you?
Oh,
Number 2.
God, no. Anyway, the point is, there I am with the toilet seat thing, lid broken. I thought, well, I've got to replace that, obviously. And then I thought, now, hang on. This is an opportunity to get decorative.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Nana.
That's what I'm asking. I was like,
no.
am I just replacing this with another white,
Yes.
boring old thing?
Yes.
And surely we're not just going plastic again. No, as if we are. So I was onto Google, lickety-split, decorative toilet seat, resin.
No.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
So many options.
Yeah.
And I was almost paralysed by choice. And so what I went with in the end was a pink and green colour scheme because I'm taking the bathroom into a pink direction.
Mm-hmm.
And it has, I can't remember I think it's green background and it's got a flamingo on it.
I know what this is for.
What?
So the tradies don't want to go and shit in there because they're going to be like, there's no way I'm shitting on that toilet, mate.
It's definitely part of it. But I just felt like it was an opportunity. It's a decorative opportunity. Why would you waste it?
Right. No,
It's fun. It's just it's whimsical.
Fun when you're 80.
It's No, 80-year-olds don't want that. They don't want a whimsical. They'd go doily.
Yeah, with the tissue box at the top with the
Yeah,
the
this is not that. This is whimsical. It's a beautiful pink flamingo, greenish, whimsical.
Okay.
It's going to have pink.
Do you need that in
tiles.
your toilet? I feel like your toilet is your standard.
You don't
white,
need anything.
functional.
Yeah, you don't need to look at art while you're doing your poo.
Well, I'm not looking at it, am I, at that point? But, I mean, it's just like, it's just whimsical and it's just like you don't need anything. You don't ever need decorative anything. It's just, why wouldn't you? It's just next leveling it.
Is it making you happier?
Yeah.
Less stressed?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. But, I mean, it's just when I walk in there, I go, that's right. That's who I am.
That's who you are?
Yeah. That's good, isn't it?
I guess so. It's just not a room that you need to jazz up.
Yes, but okay, so you're not the person to ask.
I'm not an interior designer.
Do you have a little bin in your bathroom?
Yeah.
Did you before Yulia moved in?
No.
Yeah, see, you don't get it. You don't get bathrooms. You're a man. Okay, wrong person.
What are your thoughts on the toilet carpet?
Oh,
What do you mean?
That is
like
a
the one where you
piss
can put like
sponge.
It does get a bit of piss on there,
100%.
doesn't it?
Piss sponge,
Yeah.
that's so disgusting.
Yeah, we don't have one of those.
Now my
but-
housemate tried installing one, and I was like, not happening, mate.
What about the thing, the suction cap thing that keeps your feet nice and sturdy?
Why? Where?
I'm just sort of with you. Just leave the whole thing. Just leave it.
There
That's
we go.
called the tiles.
No, you know that. Like they,
Oh, you mean the squatty potty?
No,
No,
it's like rubber flooring that you can put down, and it sucks onto the floor so you can keep your feet sturdy.
That's another piss sponge.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but it's rubber, so you can kind of clean it up easier.
What? Who's cleaning up piss after their son is like
okay,
3?
you've got a son. How's his name?
They have their own bathroom. I couldn't tell you, but you'll have
Because we all suck. Like, let's be honest. Blokes suck.
Ask his sister. She's so furious all the time. And he gets embarrassed and angry. And I always say, when I was a kid, did your parents have anything to try and help you? You have only boys in your family.
Yeah.
Did your mum... Because I remember...
My mum said to Yulia, raising boys, it's a fucking nightmare because
Yeah.
they just piss everywhere.
I
And
remember
she goes, they can't aim.
families where the mum would put a ping pong ball in the toilet so they had something to aim at.
Yeah. Because whenever you go to a urinal, like, okay, I don't know if you get this, Matt, but whenever you go to a urinal, like a public urinal, and they've got the cake, do you aim for the cake?
No.
The little
No.
Do
But I never go. I mean,
like to aim. I like to,
No, but I
shoot
don't.
it at something.
No, I don't. I try and make like the least fuss possible. Like I will never aim into like the water either.
Oh, yeah, that's too
Oh,
noisy. It's
no.
too noisy. Yeah,
but some people
And would
do. Some people
splash,
want to let it be
wouldn't
known.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I think as well. It splashes.
Yeah.
My brother Petey Poops has only ever punched one person in his life.
Okay.
And this would be going back over 20 years, well over, and that was at a urinal. He was pretty drunk, but a guy splashed wee on his leg.
Oh, yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
like,
well, that you would. I mean, I don't.
he's
it's
not a
pretty-
violent person.
No,
I mean, that's
no,
what I
no.
mean.
But it's we,
Yeah,
and it's not yours.
that's it.
Yeah, especially if you go to a urinal and it's a bit blocked up.
Oh,
Right?
Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
are we
Can that
talking about
happen?
this? Yeah. If you go to a footy game, especially a footy game when there's like a line to go, it's just
Blocked
like
with
it's just
what, though?
bloke after bloke after bloke pumping into that thing,
Shit.
and then
There's only liquid going into it. What could it block
and then
with?
you can literally be doing a wee, and then a little bit splashes up onto your thongs.
Oh. Blocked with what? You're not washing your hair in there. What's it blocked with?
I'm always seeing gum in there, so maybe it's
Gum,
that.
and I don't know if you've ever seen this, Matt, but like guys will like they do the
Oh, no, they
right,
don't.
yeah, and you're trying. That's a bit off. You're like, oh, come on, mate.
I don't get women who say, "Oh, women's bathrooms are so disgusting." They aren't, though. I don't get that.
Yeah.
I've
I'm
never...
talking about footy here. So the thing is, when you're at the footy, blokes just seem to get really kind of everything. The snot comes out, all the stuff starts happening. Blokes can be holding a meat pie and fucking doing a piss. Sorry, mate.
No, it's not your fault, mate. It's not your fault.
Have I done it? No.
Haven't you?
What, eating while doing a wee?
And any of the above. Come on.
Eating while doing a wee?
Yeah.
I've been on the phone while doing a wee.
Well, we've all been on the phone doing a wee. I mean, it's not. Mute.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all done that.
Okay.
Have you been on the phone to me doing a wee?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, same.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, 'cause you
I feel
talk
like,
for
but I feel like we're at that point.
Yeah, because you talk for ages. Like there are no short phone calls with you, and I'm very hydrated.
Am I the one dragging the phone call out, or is it you?
Are you joking?
So am I the talker here?
Yeah, you're the talker, which is fine.
Weird. Considering it's your job. Like to...
Yeah, I'm talked out here. You knew who was dragging the phone
Yeah,
call.
it's bags. Yeah,
Is it me?
Yeah, girl.
What are we talking about?
Oh, mate.
Is it boring?
No.
No, be honest.
Whatever you
Is it-
had for lunch.
Yeah.
How
Well, you love
how long
data.
have you been clocking? Fuck, mate, it's been 2 hours here.
You love data.
I do love data.
You love data.
Don't you love data?
No.
You don't love data. You're
No.
creative.
That's why
you're
you're
a
here. I'm
creative soul.
So you chat me through a lot of stuff I didn't know existed, but that's fine.
No, you're being nice here. It's okay. You obviously
No,
don't like
that's
our long
fine.
phone
No,
calls.
I do like our long phone calls.
Because now you don't even answer my calls when I call.
Sometimes I've got to sleep. Sometimes.
I called yesterday.
Yeah.
Getting ready for the podcast.
Yes.
Amped up, excited. Want to talk it through.
I know.
You don't want to talk
I
about
was
it.
asleep.
You want to do it.
Yeah, I just want to do it.
You just want to do it.
Yeah, I want
You
to
don't
do
want to talk about it.
No. And I might have been.
You don't want to pre-talk to the talking.
No, I do not ever.
Mm.
I might have been weeing. No, I was sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was midday.
It was 10. And once those kids are out of there, mummy's back to sleep. Let's be honest. Oh, you know how old names are fashionable?
Mm.
Like my niece Edie,
Yeah.
her two best friends are Betty and Elsie.
Betty.
Yeah,
Betty shocks me. I didn't think that would be. How old's Betty?
they're 5. They're not
5?
even. They're 4. They're nearly 5.
Okay.
All of them. And I told you, one of them, I can't remember which one. One of them has someone's got a little brother called Rolly.
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 Yeah.
And when my brother said, "Oh, Edie's got a friend called Rolly," I said, "Is he a bus driver?" That's who I imagined immediately, with hair slicked over. No, he's 3. Yeah, so it's all the go, right? And I always think to myself, because we had an old auntie called Elsie, she was Mum's auntie.
Yeah.
And by the time we came along, she had very completely demented.
Yeah.
And we had to go and visit her every Sunday. And in those days, in an old age home, a Catholic old age home, oh my God, it was a nightmare. And the smell of it, oh God, when you walked in, this smell just went bong in your face. It was, I can't even tell you. That was the kitchen. The smell was the kitchen. It was the food that, oh my God.
Not good.
No. And all the old ladies just used to grab us and reef us, pull us around to kiss us and hug us with their hard knuckles. And oh God, it was horrible. It was hell every Sunday. So that's what I think of. God bless. That's when I hear Elsie.
Yeah.
So Mum says all the time, God, I never would have thought Elsie would come back into fashion, these names, you know. And I always think to myself, are baby boomer names ever going to come back into is anyone going to start calling babies Barry?
Oh, you're not going to see a baby Barry anytime
Surely
soon.
not, right?
But unless there's like a Barry that does something really cool, or there's a famous actor called Barry.
This is it. But I mean, who
It's a
was the
terrible name.
famous
I mean,
Elsie?
Barry's a great name for an old bloke.
It's
right?
so's
I love a
Rolly.
Barry.
So if someone's pops were called Rolly, brilliant, chef's kiss.
Yeah. But a
who's
10-year-old Barry is getting bullied the fuck out of at
Who's
school.
looking at their beautiful tiny new baby and going, "Yep,
Bazza.
Rolly."
Oh,
We're
Bazza.
going with Rolly.
Rolly.
I mean, who's going with Rolly? And then going,
Yeah.
well, what about the next one? Yeah, Barry. We're definitely going
Yeah.
with Barry.
What
Like,
makes names come back? Is it cool? Like, is it
what I
something that they do? Like, is it some famous people?
I think, well, these guys aren't maybe other famous people did call their kids Elsie first, or I don't know, but I know that you want to have a name that's kind of original. You don't want all the other kids with the same name. Like when I was a kid, there were
Peter.
a million Meshels.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So you don't want that. And I think we've come out the other side of weird names, right? We don't want to
Apple.
call and Nevaeh. Remember
Yeah.
that was heaven
Yeah.
backwards. Remember that? We're not doing that anymore.
No.
God bless all the
Yeah.
Nevaehs listening.
Did you ever think about throwing out a weird name for the kids? Like when you were naming them?
Some people would think Dali's a weird name.
No, it's a cool name.
Yeah,
I love it.
After
Dali's
Salvador
a great
Dali,
name.
right?
Yeah.
So some people who don't know that call her Darlene. We get that a bit.
Right. How does she go with that?
She doesn't really get it. She's never heard the name Darlene. Like when I was at school, I had a friend called Darlene. So,
Yep.
but she's like, oh, that's a funny, weird way to say my name. She doesn't care. She's easygoing. But I knew that Louis is not a common name. But
Louis?
now, it's not common. But now there's a Prince Louis. You know, Prince William's.
I went to a school with a Louis.
Did you?
No, yeah, Louis. I think Louis is not uncommon.
No,
I don't think it's the most common
No.
name, but it's not rare.
There's no other Louis at his school. Put it that way.
Okay.
So that's what I liked about it.
Yeah.
It's not a name.
Yeah.
But it's not common.
Yes.
But then, the Prince William and Princess Catherine, their littlest baby is a Louis. So I
Yep.
thought, that'll probably make it, kick it up a notch. That's fine. But yeah, it makes me. So I think if you go old school, it's a name, but they're not going to be sitting next to another Edie, another Elsie, another Betty. Know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, my wife's Russian.
Oh, gorgeous.
And I threw out there to her mum, hey, why don't we call our kid Boris? Right?
Oh.
And she loves it.
Oh.
She loves it so much that I almost feel like if we have a kid now, it's
It's
going to have to be called bloody Boris, which Boris is always like the evil guy in 007.
In cartoons.
You know, like, yeah.
Boris Badenoff.
Yeah.
No, you can't.
Boris.
You can't call an Australian kid Boris.
No.
Borry.
That's a fucking old one.
That's
an old name.
Remember when we were kids in Queensland, Boris was the guy who hosted the cartoons in the mornings. Remember Boris?
The hairy thing.
No, that was Aggro.
Grug.
That's
Oh,
Aggro.
right.
That's the puppet. But remember Boris's Cartoon Connection or something? It was a
Yeah,
bloke.
right.
I'm going to show you a photo of Boris.
Okay.
And then you're going to show it to your wife, and,
And
that'll
she's
be
going
the
to go,
end.
no fucking way. Yeah,
Thank
okay.
God.
Yeah.
There's lots of great Russian names. Louis' middle name is Stanislav
Okay, great.
because that's his granddad's real name. He's on his dad's side.
It's Russian.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So there's lots of great Russian names, mate.
Yeah.
Although then people call him Stan. See, that's another oldie.
Stan. Yeah.
Stanley.
I think of Stan Zamanik straight away.
Wow.
Like when I think of Stan,
Isn't that great?
or the app.
Stan, yeah, of course. Oh, God, it's hard naming people. It's hard naming cats. But it's hard naming people.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's
you
where
haven't-
old names come back in for cats.
It is.
Hang on.
Yeah.
So hard naming cats. You've got a fair
I've
few
named
cats.
a few.
You've named a few. Can you name?
I'm good at it. I just named a beautiful little girl, Stevie. And
Great
she's
name.
a beautiful little Stevie. Marcella and Valentina are 2 little cats we've got, and they're bloody rippers. I've gone Italian this time round.
Yeah, great.
Luca, little boy.
You want to let us know how many cats there are, do you?
Nope.
So you just you're gonna stop.
They don't live. Yeah, they don't live with me, as if they've been adopted by other people. Good people. But so yeah, I'm just looking at Larry Emder. Are you calling your kid Larry?
No, you're not. Yeah.
Lawrence.
Yeah.
Well, we know we all know a Lawrence, a great Lawrence.
Yeah.
But he calls himself Larry. Derek. Do you reckon there'll be a resurgence in Derricks?
No.
Derricks.
David?
Dave's. David.
What about Pete? Like, what about Peter? Like, even just simple names.
That's a. But I feel, I feel like I don't know any Peters.
Not now.
But that's such a classic name.
Yeah, Peter
Sarah
Pan.
Harris from the project Knee Studio 10.
Yeah.
Her eldest son is called Paul.
That is really just bland. I mean, love Sarah, but it's a fucking bland name, isn't it?
Well, she knew, and I remember I was seeing a lot of her when she had Paul, and I remember her saying, "Yeah, I know it's a weird choice. Like we knew it was it's kind of
so
a
boring.
crazy choice. You don't have to make she's very much. But she knew it was kind of bizarre in its
no, it's not
basicness.
It's so basic.
But she knew that was kind of crazy in that it was like Paul.
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
But he's not going to run into another Paul.
No.
Is he? Yeah.
Fucking Paul.
Hey,
Meshel?
Can you relax? The only Michelles you run into now are Asian
No, but like,
ladies.
what about Colin?
Yeah,
Because
Cole.
that's always been a very boring guy's name, along with Simon, which is my name, right? Simon and Colin's usually
Simon?
It's a pretty boring guy's name, isn't it?
Simon, I don't think Simon's not that boring.
Who do you think of? Like Simon Baker?
Yeah, Simon's a kind of Queensland.
Simon Cowell.
Yeah, Simon's kind of a private school name, Simon.
Yeah.
Isn't
I
it?
feel
Simon.
Yeah,
Still
I'd
posh.
say so.
No, well, I'm a bogan, mate. So
I know you are,
Yeah.
but your mum had a moment, didn't she? She went, Simon. He's going to do big things, this one, Simon. Can you tell us what your brother's name is?
Nick. Or Nicholas.
Oh, they're great
Simon
names.
and Nick.
Simon and Nick. I love those names. They're good.
Mm.
Whew.
Paul, though.
Hey, can you back the fuck up?
We love Sarah Harris.
We do.
We love her. The
Paul's-
kid's name, though.
Paul's good.
How old Paul?
Huh?
Not too long. Like, how old?
I'd be 5.
Change it.
To Stanley. To Larry.
Gary.
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 Oh.
Gary Youngberry, the weather guy in Brisbane.
So many. My dad has so many mates called Gary. So they all would have been born around 1950. And Rodney. When I was...
I like Rodney.
Do ya?
Yeah.
When I was kicking around Toowoomba as a teenager, there were lots of Rodneys.
Okay. Is Rodney... Yeah, Rodney... I'm trying to think of like...
They were probably named after Rod Marsh.
Rodney Rood.
Oh, yeah.
Rodney Rood.
Rodney Rood.
They were probably named after
right.
Rodney
Queensland.
Yeah.
Rodney Rood for sure.
Yeah.
Rood. Rod Marsh, mate.
What about Robert?
Robert.
Robbo.
Yeah, Rob's a great name.
Rob.
Rob's a sexy name.
Oh,
isn't it?
sexy.
Rob.
Yeah.
Oof. Robert, nah, but Rob.
Mm.
Yeah, so let's bring him back. That's all I'm saying. If you're pregnant right now, heavily pregnant, and you're thinking,
What's the one boomer name that you'd love to see? What's the top one that you'd love to see back?
Really? Just
If there's someone
really
with like having about to like just give birth right
just
now,
cut sick and think about Jan. I love it when when ladies go,
not happy Jan.
"Here's Jan." How's Jan? You hear them talk about it like at the pool when they're there to do their aqua aerobics.
Yeah.
How's Jan? How's Jan been? Yeah, she's good. No, she's good. Yeah, no. Jan's good.
Yeah.
She's better. She's better. Yeah, no. She's better now.
Yeah.
Oh, she's better now. Yeah, she's much better now.
Who is that person that has the now?
Now?
Like almost the Kath and Kim kind
just-
of. Where did that come from?
Just that suburban accent. She's better now. Like teenagers have theirs, which Louis has
Pauline
developed.
Hanson.
Just all of them. I mean, like
All
Kath
of
and
them.
Kim are suburban Melbourne.
Yeah.
My mum's suburban Queensland.
And that's what the tone is.
yeah. I used to hear them when I went and did aqua aerobics in Brisbane.
Yeah.
How's Jan? She better now. Yeah, she better now.
All right, secrets and sparkles, guys. Or girls.
Chin chin.
Yeah.
Chin chin girls.
Chin chin.
What's up? What's happening? What's the secrets?
Well, Matt and I are pretty light on the old. You've always got a full glass.
Well, you know
you
me.
rip in.
I always
Don't
say
you?
make it a double.
You do.
And in some bars they will, and in some bars they're pussies.
Yeah.
So if they won't, just put 2 in. I'll just go, right, I'll buy 2. And then pour one in. I mean,
Boom.
why not just pour two in? Oh, hello. There goes Derek.
Derek's hooking in.
She knows how to pour a birthday pour, that one, doesn't she, eh?
All right.
Merry Christmas, Derek.
Merry Christmas. All right. If you'd like to share a secret with Meshel, go to the link in the bio, or you can go to the link which is in Michelle's Instagram page, Linktree. You got a Linktree?
I've got a link tree.
Yeah. Here, this is secret.
Suffering your jocks, as Mick would say. I've got a link tree.
Yeah. This is secret number 1.
Early 40s male, just had my prostate removed due to cancer. I'm fascinated as to how much not being able to get boners or jizz is affecting my self-esteem. It's wild.
Was that the secret?
Yeah. He's fascinated.
By how much not being able to get boners
And jizz
and jizz
is
affecting his self-esteem.
yeah, he's depressed.
Okay, well, I'd say not being able to jizz is probably a plus in a man your age, wouldn't it be? For some, yeah, wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I suppose it depends on what you're trying to achieve. Not being able to get bonus though, that's a downer. There are surgeries and things that you can do to change that, and you must. Basically, you must. I mean, look, this is what I learned as a very, very young woman hanging out with transgender women, is that you can just create yourself, babes. You can create yourself. You can be anything you want to be. Just whatever you want to be, just make it so. And if you're not it, and if your body isn't it, and it won't do it, go somewhere and find a bloke who'll make it.
Right. So force it.
Basically.
Yeah.
And there's and if there's a bloke who can make your body the way that you want it to be, go there. Go to him and ask him to do it. And I would think that, to be really practical about it, that it would be on Medicare even what you're needing.
Right.
Because no man in his early 40s should be living the way you're living. And so usually that means that there'll be, I know there are procedures that they'll help you get them done for free or next to.
So is this like plastic surgery, or what is it?
I don't know, because the last I knew, there are implants,
Sure.
there are all sorts of things like that.
Yeah.
That work,
Yep.
that do it. And
Technology's there now that you can
definitely
anything you really want, you can have.
Yeah, that technology has been around for yonks, the implants. So I can only imagine it's better now, and there's probably other things.
Yeah.
But maybe it's the psychological. There's a psychological impediment. I don't know, because I'm sure the doctors would have mentioned these things to you. So I think, potentially there's a psychological impediment, and that's what I'm saying. Like, don't let there be one. If there is a way to change your life for the better, get it, use it, make it happen. Let yourself, free yourself.
Yeah.
To get whatever help, whatever intercession there is available to you, medical, psychological, whatever there is to help you be the person you want to be, get it.
Yeah, don't worry about the stigma around like surgeries and operations and, plastic surgery or whatever it is that you want your body to be.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what people think about you having that surgery.
No, or even if it means that every time you're going to have a sexual encounter, you have to stop down for a second and say, sorry, I have to do this, because I know there was one implant that needed to be pumped up.
All right. Like a penis pump.
Yeah. That was one, but that was years ago, so I don't know if that's still the go. But even if you're thinking, oh well, no, I'm not doing that. Why not? It's got to be better than this. And
just reminds me of like Austin Powers, though.
Yeah, but that's fine, And it's like, and give other people some credit,
I don't know. I mean, I get it. You got to do that, right? If you have to do it, but I don't know if that is that like.
Trust me, it's better than this. There's so many things that we think.
Excuse
to
me,
ourselves.
1 second.
Listen.
I don't know, it's like, now let's do it. It's just like, it doesn't really. You'd go in the bathroom and do it, wouldn't you?
I don't know.
Do it on your own, or maybe it's hot.
It could be. It could be fun. I always say to you, the thing I love about being with younger men is that everything's fun.
Yeah.
And funny. Everything, even the things that should be embarrassing, or that you would think beforehand, if someone said it to you, oh my God, that'd be so embarrassing, I couldn't handle it. When it happens in a fun environment, it's just more fun and it's funny. And it's not like, if you create an environment that is fun,
Yes.
everything's fun.
Totally.
And sex should be fun.
Yeah.
And there's so many things in our lives that this is what my father taught me, I have to say, when he was dying, over the 5 years that he was dying. So many things that we think, oh, if that ever happens to me, fuck that, kill me. Kill me. I am not living like that. From losing his sight to losing a lot of his mobility.
Sure.
Things like that. And you'd think, oh, no. All of those things happened to him. He just kept going.
Yeah.
Had a great outlook. Was always cheerful. Still loving life. Still wanting to do things. And like it never really affected his attitude.
Yep.
And I just thought, yeah, humans, we are so funny. When we're well, really healthy, we think, oh, I don't ever want to live unless I'm perfect like this. But we do. We have this lust for life. We want to keep living as much as we can, right? And so this is a classic example. Like, don't get to 60 and think, fuck, why
20 years have gone, yeah.
did I not just get the implant?
Yep. And live a
have
good life.
A different kind of sex?
Yep.
Why didn't I do that? When I was working in brothels as a receptionist, there was a lady who worked with a colostomy bag. She worked as a prostitute, as a sex worker with a colostomy bag, and she worked a lot. She made a lot of money. She liked working. She had a lot of regular clients who loved her, adored her. She just would make it fun, not make that fun, but she just
should lighten the whatever, the thoughts around it. Just be like, oh, whatever.
She just never.
Who cares?
She wore outfits that hid it, but you couldn't really hide it. She just found a way. Now, most people would think if I get a colostomy bag, I'll never have sex again. I'll be so embarrassed, blah, 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 scared. She was just the kind of person who said, no.
And the confidence is sexy as well, isn't it? Like when you're confident with everything, no matter what, that's the sexy part about it, right?
It. Some people stop having sex because they're fat, because they're bald, because they're whatever. That's mental.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is definitely going in the perfectly understandable basket, but come on, get back on the horse, as they say, please. Yeah.
All right, this is secret number 2.
My secret is that I'm really disappointed in my mum. It started when I was a kid, when my brother died, and I was in primary school, and her boyfriend sat me down, and her boyfriend told me that he wished that it was me that died and not my brother. She adopts people from her workplace in her team that are around my age and, like, parents them and guides them and gives them a place to stay when they're fallen on hard times and helps set them up in their life and supports them through their life's journeys, marriage, kids, work, that sort of thing. For me, she constantly tells me my job is not good enough, my partner's job is not good enough. We're planning our wedding and she's constantly comparing it to the weddings of those that she's been to of her adoptive children, as she calls them. We're also starting an IVF journey, and she told me my baby will never be a real baby. It'll always be a test tube baby. I don't think I'll ever say this out loud ever again, but I'm disappointed and I'm sometimes embarrassed to call her my mum.
I think you've got to cut her off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking the entire time when I was hearing that. And sometimes you have to cut your family off.
Yep.
Your blood.
Yep.
Because they can be treating you that badly that it's just not good for you.
Yeah, and she's been doing it your whole life. Like, I just, think you'll be so happy when you obviously go to a counsellor, by the way, and do it with help, with support. But, oh, God, it's such a good feeling, isn't it, when you just go, actually, no, I'm not subjecting myself to this anymore. I'm just not. I'm not putting myself through it. I'm not keeping my hopes up that the next thing I do, whether it's when I tell her that I'm going through IVF, hoping that she'll be great about it, or tell her that it worked and we're pregnant and hoping that this will be the thing that makes her be a great mom, or, hoping that everything will be the thing, which is what I think you're doing. Just call it, mate. Just call it and just concentrate on people who love you and who treat you well and make you feel good about yourself. Cut her off. And I'm not even saying, like, make a big drama out of it. Like, Mum, I'm never speaking to you again. And but just kind
Just
of
stop.
Just
Just
stop.
Yeah. Or lighten it. Like,
Yeah.
maybe it's a once every 6 month
That's what I'm saying.
kind of text.
Yeah, don't make it a big drama that you have to live through, but just really pull way back. Leave her with her adopted work babies, whatever she calls them, and focus on your partner. Focus on your life that you're building and on people who love you.
They sound like all very private conversations that the mother's having with the daughter. So now, I guess people around her wouldn't necessarily know that these kind of conversations are happening. You're like, no, you're not sitting around at a barbecue saying, "Oh, my daughter's having a test tube baby."
Well, maybe she. I mean, who
Yeah,
knows?
maybe she is. Yeah.
But obviously, her partner knows, and
Yeah.
just concentrate on people who love you, and especially
Yeah.
when you have your own baby,
Mm.
you just don't want to have that heaviness
Mm.
around you, and then you go home and you feel like shit and you're replaying it in your mind for days afterwards and you're so sad. And
Yep.
imagine not living with that anymore,
Mm.
not having that sadness around you all the time. That's a good feeling.
Yeah. Where are you filing that one?
I'm filing that in good luck you fucked, but a genuine good luck, as in good luck with breaking that off and getting on with your happy life. Be happy. You just don't need that.
There you go.
Yeah. And good luck with IVF. My twins are IVF babies.
Mm.
Yeah. Good luck. That's fun. That's exciting. When you see your first, Jessica Rowe and I were just talking about this the other day because one of her kids is IVF. And when you see your first, what's it called?
Scan?
Scan. Most people don't get a scan that early. You don't get a scan 2 weeks into your pregnancy. And so when you see your first scan, it's a flashing light.
Wow.
The baby.
Yep.
And it's amazing. So think about that. Look forward to that. Keep your mind and your body positive in that process. And anyone who's feeding negativity into you is not helping. So focus on that and think about seeing that flashing light in the scan.
And why is it a flashing light?
Just because that's kind of, I don't know why that's how it shows up in the scan, but I mean, it's so early in the pregnancy, the fetus, I don't even know what, it's a bunch of cells. It's so new. Most people don't know they're pregnant until, I don't know, a month.
3 months, 2 months.
6 weeks, 2 months, whatever. By that stage, it looks like something different.
Mm-hmm.
But for IVF mums, that's just how it shows up in the scan. It's the weirdest little thing, little flashing light.
All right, this is secret number 3.
Meshel, I've done something horrible and I wish I could take it back. So I was at my best friend we've been friends since we were kids, at her 30th birthday recently. And she has a really good looking brother. We've always had a bit of a thing. And I did a really dumb thing. I was drinking. And she caught me on my knees. I'm not proud to admit this. Giving her brother a blowjob. It was a house party, so it was down the side of the house, and I thought we were away from anyone, but she just happened to walk down the sideway because it was near the bins, which is so dumb. No one at the party knows except for like her brother and her and I. But I lost a really good friend, and I don't know how to fix it.
Near the bins.
Near the bins. I can't believe she's fully off you over that. I mean,
What do you mean?
It's not that bad. It's her brother. It's not her husband.
It's her 30th birthday.
It's a party.
Mate, I don't know.
Party.
Mate, at your 30th birthday,
Yeah.
if your brother's getting a BJ,
Yeah.
I'm just throwing this out there. At your 30th birthday, don't you want to be the star of the show?
Yeah. It doesn't mean she's not.
I think.
Doesn't mean she's not the star of the show.
I feel like the brother's the star of the show in that scenario. You know what I mean?
A couple of minutes. Come on. It's a couple of minutes. Oh, come on. I mean, it's not, she didn't say, but I'm assuming it wasn't the cutting of the cake. Like it wasn't. Come on now.
Okay, so you just forgive him and her, sorry.
Yeah, you've got to be more
Are
forgiving.
you angry at the brother?
No.
Brother's just having a great time.
He's hot. It happens.
It happens.
It's happened, yeah.
Yeah.
It's been known to happen. So, yeah, it's definitely been known to happen.
So just get over it.
Yeah, look, she'll get over it. I mean, she's 30. You're still all very young, and it's happened, and it'll happen again. And, not necessarily with that brother and not necessarily with that girl and with you and not necessarily by the bins. But it will happen. As you all get older, it'll happen.
Well, okay, that was the 30th birthday. You've recently had your 50th.
Yes.
Any of this gear going on at the 50th birthday
It didn't happen at my 50th, but I've been to a massive round of 50ths in the last year.
A few BJs going on?
Yeah, it's happened. It's definitely happened. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And
it's not stopping. Like
it's-
this issue is going to be there for your entire life.
Yeah, because what happens...
80ths?
Oh, I hope so. I definitely hope so. But at the 50ths, what can happen is sometimes people have a lot of people around at the party mingling around some of their employees and some of their who are a bit younger and some of their younger siblings. And it can get hard to tell who's who. And it's only later in the evening that you figure out who's who. And you figure out that someone was a sibling who you might have thought was an employee or just a rando.
Yeah.
And that's when you realise a mistake's been made. So all I'm saying is it happens and people need to grow up and just say it's a party.
It's a party, mate.
It's a party.
I don't know you don't need to do it near the bins.
The bins are a whole different issue. Oh, yeah, I mean, don't the bathrooms have locks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mum and dad's bed.
It's not a bed.
No.
I don't think it's a bed moment.
What do you mean?
It's a blowy, mate.
Yeah,
We're not getting married.
Yeah.
But I suppose too, you want privacy, and the bathrooms, there's always someone hanging around outside the bathrooms. That's a drag. Car. Oh, I suppose people don't drive to the cars. Drive
The
to
bonnet of the
parties.
car.
I'm getting nervous. Yep.
Yeah. No, great. All right, well, there you go. That is
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. Where are you filing that?
Oh, I'm getting flustered. Perfectly understandable, obviously.
Yeah.
It's a party.
It happens.
It's a party.
All right. If you'd like to share your secret with Meshel, all you have to do is go to the link in the bio, or you can go to Meshel's Instagram page, click the link tree, and you'll see the link there.
Oh, I love this so much. When you remember a snack?
Oh, yeah. Tiny teddies.
Right.
Like, boom.
But a snack that you've forgotten for ages, and then you remember it again and you go, oh my God, how have I not eaten this? And then you just eat it flat chat for days, weeks.
Yeah.
This has happened to me. Louie and I went shopping the other day. I do have another kid who I just haven't name checked a lot. Darlie is her name. But Louie and I went shopping the other day specifically for snacks. I said, I just am in the mood on the weekend for a big snack weekend. And I thought, I don't know what I want, but I'll know when I get to Woolies. And sure enough, this popped out at me and I've just been eating it flat out. Remember this ad? Everyone loves Vita Weat. Remember that?
Yeah. I don't remember this ad. This ad looks pretty bloody old.
It is. But don't you remember the song?
Yeah.
All the family eats so crisp and crunchy, taste the treat. Everyone loves Vita Weat.
So you brought this home for the kids as a snack
No.
for the weekend?
No, for me,
Fucking Jesus Christ, kids. Let's have a fun one this weekend with the Vita Weats.
Everyone's allowed their own snacks. Darlie dialed
Mate.
it in. She texted us from home what she wanted. But
Vita Weats.
do you remember at school? Did you have Vita Weats at school with butter, Vegemite, and then you'd squish
Yeah.
them?
Little worms come out.
Little worms come out?
Yeah.
I have eaten these flat stick for about 4 days now. I've gone mad for the Vita Weats.
Great.
Isn't that? I know it's weird. I'm eating them with cheese. I'm eating them with tomato with lots of salt. That's how my mum used to eat them. When I was a kid, every night she'd have a sneaky after we'd gone to bed. She would just load them up with tomato and heaps of salt
Yeah, great.
and butter. And now last night I just went crazy for the Vegemite and the butter.
God, I thought you were going to say like Ice Vovo.
No.
Or you were going to talk about like the Monte Carlo biscuit. Or the mint slice.
I know, no. Vita
Vita
Weats
Wheat.
and Vegemite and butter.
Far out.
I know, it's weird. Don't you just want them now that I'm saying it though?
No, I do. But it's definitely not like, hey guys, let's go to the shops and get some snacks and get some fucking Vita Weats for the weekend.
I know, but I just...
Okay. Did you eat the whole packet?
No, I haven't even eaten the whole packet
Yeah,
yet.
okay.
But I saw them on the shelf and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
And milk. I have Vita
Mate.
Weats with Vegemite and a glass of milk. Boom.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how we party.
Not even like Cheetos or like burger rings or bloody all these
Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos
No.
or bloody what are those icy poles that we used to have?
Zipper
Zipper
Dippers?
Dippers.
Zipper Dippers.
I do love a Zipper Dipper.
Yeah.
But no, it's
Vita Weats.
It's been a Vita Weats party.
Far out.
And I've been singing the song. Good Vita Weats, spread all the family eats. So crisp and crunchy, tasty free. Everyone loves Vita Weats. To Big Jack.
Oh.
And he's just got his ears up like, give me some.
It's a Vita Weat day.
Give me some.
It's Vita Weat weekend.
Loves his Vegemite. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, that's how
Good
we
times.
party.
Yeah, that's how you party.
That's how we party.
Hey, a bit of champagne and the Vita Weats.
Yeah, and then blow your friend's brother down by the bins. That's how we party.
All right, well, that is it for today's episode. Of course, if you would like to share a secret with Meshel, you know, if there are birthday parties coming up and you want to share your secrets,
Or invite me.
or invite you,
If you got a hot brother.
If you got a hot brother, Meshel could be giving him a BJ
Wow, hey, woo,
near the
woo,
bins.
woo. You never know. Link tree me.
Yeah, Linktree. Jump in there and share your secret. We'll catch you next Tuesday.
See you next Tuesday.